Wake your game up. It's your boy Junne. You are now listening to Junnin with Junne, the best fucking podcast in the universe.
AJ Small was good.
He's in the motherfucking building, dog. So tell us a little about you, man. Where you from?
I'm from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I was born in New York City, and then I was raised in Virginia from like 3rd grade, and I went into high school. Went to school in West Virginia for 4 years, graduated from school there. And then 2 weeks after graduation, I just knew I wanted to come to LA, moved out here 2019.
You did finish school there, though?
Yeah, I finished school. Got my bachelor's in journalism.
What?
Minor in sports communication.
That's big.
That's the first one on the show.
I used to work for like ESPN and AT&T Sports before the whole like music thing.
Damn.
What'd you do over there?
Like in school?
No, like with the ESPN and stuff.
Oh, bro. So like I got tied into doing like stadium performances and whatnot. So like with working with ESPN and working with AT&T Sports, I knew how the outline was for every single game, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a dancer originally. And I was like, you know what? We have fan engagement slots that it's just a timeout nobody uses, right?
Yeah.
So I started doing stadium performances and started being like, yo, I could do fan engagements and just freestyling and dancing and knowing that SportsCenter and Bleacher Report and all the people would pick it up. Then I started doing viral videos and it picked up like mad fast. And then like ESPN and AT&T Sports had me performing at multiple games and stadiums. And
that's different.
So yeah, it was just tying in school with like my personal life and what I wanted to do.
Did you have a scholarship?
Nah, I was on the dance team at the school though.
Oh, okay. Was it like a walk-on or?
Nah, so yeah, it's just like you try out or whatever and kind of just like maneuver
So tell us about the college experience, man. I know there's a lot of...
West Virginia University, #1 party school in the United States. I don't know if y'all see the videos going viral. I don't know, man. I be hearing that at every school. Nah. Yo, statistic. Look it up.
I went to Chico. They said my shit was the #1. So then we all #1.
I went to NSU, so I mean, I didn't heard.
All right, so look, my sophomore year, they took first place, and then my senior year, we got back at first. And now they're back at first because they got this like video of this boy going viral. I don't know if you've seen him, but he was like sledding down the hill, and then the cart hits the like police car. He keeps flying down. It's been like on Barstool Sports like the last 2 weeks. I don't know if crazy. Anyways, I'm on party school, so it was like super lit. So I don't know. I had a great time.
So how did you transition? Like I said, you said it's the #1 party school. How did you transition? That's a lot to do because you understand you're on a dance team. You were making music at the time?
My senior year is when I got into music. Like I've opened up for OT Genesis before and Jacquees and Lil Skies like 3 times.
Dope. And that's why you were going to school?
No, yeah, this is why I was going to school.
Was that music or like dance? Like
I was doing dance sets. See, I started seeing the money that was being funneled behind stage and whatnot, and I was like, bro, like I might as well get behind a mic too. I dance already. I can get a whole stadium lit. So then I started making music, and then we had some songs go viral and whatnot, and had a couple songs pick up mad quick.
Yeah.
Just went from
What outlets did you go viral on? Was it like TikTok, YouTube?
Bro, I've been on like SportsCenter like 10 times, Bleacher Report, ESPN, Shade Room, World Star, a bunch
like you
of
said,
times.
that's different, especially those outlets.
That's
that was like my senior year in school, and I was like, dog, I don't even know if I'm trying. But it was my senior year when all this was happening, so I was like, I might as well finish. I'm already here doing it.
Yeah, I mean, facts.
But yeah,
especially if you're about to knock it out and you're still young, so you're getting ready to start like a new path anyway. I mean, why not finish school?
And it was kind of easy though too because I had like with broadcasting the ESPN, it's more like freelance, so it's like
they paid you for that too, right?
Yeah, it's like
crazy
a bunch of stuff. You go in the games for free. The thing sucked is I couldn't party at the games, but I'm like getting free food and I'm getting like 5-star meals with the teams and everything. So it was dope, but like. I don't know, it was a balance, but we did it, you know.
So what do you take more serious, dancing or rapping?
Right now, it's the music fully because I can tie my dance into it. Like I have a huge.
I've never seen a rapper that danced.
Yo, it's different right now.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
not to really count, but Chris Brown.
Like I was gonna say Chris Brown,
but
that's
the only one really doing this right now.
Yeah, he's rappers.
I'm gonna steal your chicken,
right? And I have R&B. I rap too, but I have R&B. I have pop music, EDM music, and shit because I like dancing and stuff like that. So it's like. I got a lot of music coming out that I'm very excited about to show that like, I can go crazy on the stage, bro.
Do it all.
I just did a show in West Virginia.
You can moonwalk?
Bro, all that. I'm flipping on stages. Like I'm giving you a show. I've seen Chris Brown perform a bunch of times. So that's where like I'm inspired from. He's also from my area. I used to play at his high school and whatnot. So like when I was just growing up and seeing Chris Brown do a bunch of stuff that like inspired me like so much.
Does he inspire you? Who's some other big names? So like, would you say like, that's your generation because you're still young, but we grew up in a time where it was like Michael Jackson.
Oh, 100%. Actually, just at
you know what I mean?
At my like 3rd post, like 3 posts ago, I was 13 years old, and I was in my room dancing to Michael Jackson, right? And I have on the whole suit, yada yada. I'm like, I'm gonna do this thing for Michael Jackson. Fast forward 10 years later, I'm in college performing in front of this large crowd doing a Michael Jackson like tribute.
What?
And so like he's one of the ones that like inspire me too. But I would have like I just posted that too. I have this video, whatever, where it shows like me being a kid and then me manifesting it when I'm like 20-something years old and I'm performing in front of like a lot of people. Won first place too. We won this big competition.
Was that the crowd in front of in the stadiums?
Nah, this was a crowd. It was like kind of like a Dancing with the Stars kind of show.
What's like the
Were
biggest?
you on Dancing with the Stars?
No, it was like a show.
Oh,
like that.
like
It was
that.
kinda-
Similar.
yeah,
Was it on
some-
TV though?
No, it was like for college Dancing with the Stars.
No, okay,
something like
okay.
that. Yeah.
What's the biggest crowd that you've dealt with so far?
60,000.
That's crazy.
Sheesh.
Second one behind that was 18,000. But that's because I was performing in a football stadium. So it's like you got a football stadium's about like 60-some thousand
Yeah, that's crazy.
people. And then you got a basketball stadium where it ranges from like 16 to 18,000, depending on if it's a sold out game or not.
So what's running the mind process when it's like about to go down? Like,
Bro, I'm ready to turn up. What? I swear, you get a crowd like that, it's like you get nervous at first, and as soon as you touch the floor, it's like you just lock in. Boom.
Yeah.
And then you hear, bro, as soon as people start cheering and screaming, bro, it's like you just zone out. Because one, you don't know nobody in the crowd.
Facts.
Honestly, it's like more weird if I perform in front of y'all like right now, rather than me going in front of 1,000-something people that
It's
I
like
don't
more
even know.
intimate. Like
Yeah, it's more
you just
intimate.
what's the ritual though? To like, you know what I mean, to get the bugs out? Do you like maybe
Bro,
take a
I'm
shot?
backstage. Nah, I'm backstage.
Do you
I'm
drink?
doing-
Do you like?
Yeah, I drink, but not before I perform though. But like, it's just, yeah, bro, nah. What you call it? Basically, I'm back there listening to music, vibing. I kind of envision what I'm already gonna do. Like if I'm about to hit a backflip or something crazy, like I already know I'm about to do it. So I'm just like building myself up, and then over time, just performing in front of those crowds, you just get used to it. It becomes fun. It's just like you're looking forward to it.
It's
Like
like
it's like
second
work,
nature.
it's
It's just
work.
like, oh, I got a show today.
yeah,
Damn.
so
That's crazy. So you make music too. So like, what's up with that? I know. Yeah, like I said, you just press play on us, crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got like hella fucking music.
A lot.
It wasn't- yeah.
it's a lot.
So like, are you focused on one project? Are you focused on an EP? You know, what's your focus on with the music career?
So I released a few EPs, but right now it's like I'm working on my solo album. So I have,
What's it called?
I don't know yet. That's the thing. I don't know what it's
Okay.
called yet. But
Is it done?
It's done. So the thing is, I have 56 unreleased songs
Jeez.
right now. And that's for my solo stuff or whatever. I'm about to release like
Sheesh.
15, 16. But it's all R&B. I have a few features on there.
Yeah.
Nobody crazy big yet, but I have a few that's like really, really good.
Yeah.
And then I have another album. So it's kind of like Ray Sherman, but we call ourselves FKP. We sold out gear in every single state, overseas, Ethiopia, everything you could possibly think of,
Yeah.
everywhere. From
Is
the
this the
shows
gear
we
you're
do
wearing right
everywhere.
now?
Nah, this is a model for this brand. It's just Fresh Hoods. Get your stuff from Fresh Hoods. I just sponsor their
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
But no, FKP is Finesse King Productions. I started it back in school when I was broke, and then we like as a college student, I made like $3,000 in like 2 weeks just selling clothes all around the United States from social media.
Smart man. Smart man.
And then we brought it out here and started selling it at a few of our shows and
Yeah.
whatnot. Did really good and sold out in like every state. And yeah, so
Yeah.
we got a lot going on with that.
Where do
too,
people
FKP.
find that at? The gear? Where do we find it?
It's online. We actually sold out right now, so like the site shut down. So now
Man, we need the
we're switching
exclusive.
into it.
We need
I
the-
know.
come on, man,
We
get us
just
right.
we had another. We're basically doing it in like seasons. So we had like t-shirts and whatnot. Then we came out with hoodies and jackets and stuff. Now we're transitioning to the weather's changing, so we're gonna have a bunch of like bikinis for like the girls and stuff and the videos, everything we got going on.
Yeah.
'Cause the girls are behind FKP are like a huge brand. They've been pushing it so hard and so heavy. So that's
Smart.
what like our crowd is drawn
what does that group stand for?
It's Finesse King Productions. So basically in school, like all my videos right now are like tagged under Finesse King Way. So like every viral video you see on YouTube or like my dance videos under Finesse King. So the brand behind it is basically like we have so much, and at times we come across a lot of doubters, right? So it's like as Finesse Kings and Queens, we find out ways to overcome those obstacles, and no matter like, basically we're not taking no for an answer. We're gonna finesse it. We're gonna get over the obstacles.
It's either yes or yes.
Yeah, it's either yes or yes. So basically, Finesse King Productions, that's what we stand
like
on.
that.
You know what I mean? So it's
That's
like we're Finesse Kings and Finesse Queens, and we just finesse and we make things happen. We make ends meet.
I like
And so everybody that's like wearing a brand, they just have that sense of like, yeah, like I'm that. You know what I mean? I'm that.
You're not telling me I'm in there. I'm that nigga.
I'm that nigga. Basically, yeah.
He don't take no for answers. So.
Yeah, that's
bro,
why I
you
call
can't.
this show Junnin with June. Like we politicking, but at the end of the day, you ain't gonna tell me. Like I got the word Junnin, because if you can't get in a club, June gonna June his way in there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I
Like,
mean? You're gonna make
He
it
gonna,
happen. Make
he
it
gonna
make
find a
sense.
way to get the job done. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
that's what the brand is all about, FKP. And it's me and my boy Moose. So we have our conjoined album together where it's straight bangers and whatnot. The last show we did was like sold out. It was like 5,000 something people in West Virginia. And then Corona happened. So then it kind of put a halt to like shows and whatnot. So now we've been doing like underground things and like house parties and stuff. We've been doing house parties and performing our own songs at like house parties, filming vlogs with girls from all over the place, OnlyFans girls, everybody in like parties and whatnot.
do you have to work harder since like the pandemic, like, you know, and it affected the world. Like, so with the COVID going on, so does that mean you got to put out more content, or how do you get paid still, or like how do you make money with?
Yo, with the entertainment, it's amazing, honestly, because you got to think when COVID happened, everybody's on their phones. We have no choice but to be on our phones.
Very
so
true.
you got
Well,
the
shit else to
opportunity
do.
of a lifetime. That's when I was going most viral. Like I was putting out crazy videos.
Yeah.
I was making honestly more money I ever made in Corona. And then as far as like the entertainment, like I went up, I got verified through Corona just by pushing out more videos for myself. I've been in a few commercials. One of my commercials hit 11 million views recently
Dope.
for skincare. Shout out Lumen Skincare. And so it's basically like everybody's on their phone. So it's like when you utilize it, you truly utilize that phone rather than just texting shorties and doing dumb stuff or whatever. Like I hit him up, you know what I mean? Before I came here, I was just like, yo, what's good? I utilized my phone and now we're here doing this. So it's like Corona, people sleep on it, but it's an opportunity to build a business, capitalize on your dreams, goals. We ain't got nothing but time right now. You know what I mean? So it's like we utilize the time correctly. And when we open back up, boom.
Let's go.
It's like the gun's already loaded, now he's ready to go.
Right, when the world opens up, there's going to be some crazy shit going on. It's going to definitely be
What's the first thing you doing when it's back open?
Man, I'm trying to get to these shows, no cap.
Yeah. So are you trying to hop on someone's tour, like, do your own?
Yeah, I would love to. Oh, yeah.
If you could hop on with any artist, to do a tour, who would it be?
If I could hop on any dream goal, honestly, it would be the Chris Brown. That's a big, you know what I mean? I've looked up to him since I was little. So it'd be Chris Brown for sure.
Would you want to go with dancing or like, you know what I mean?
Oh, doing music for sure.
Oh, okay.
Because now, I'm trying to tell you, if you see my shows, like I'm performing on stage. I want to have dancers now behind me doing stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I realize like it's no cocky shit, but like I realize like I am that person that needs to be in the front. And I can give you a show. I can get everybody in this arena turned up.
Yeah,
so it's like, I'm ready to get back to like just being around people and performing and inspiring people at different shows and just like the whole finesse king.
I bet if you would do a dance video to one of his challenges and songs, he would repost
I've done. He's liked my videos before. I've been on his IGTV 3 times.
Oh wow.
Now. I was actually in his music video before.
Oh wow.
Not as a dancer. It was kind of like
I'm about to say to go crazy.
It was still lit. I was the only boy in the video who got booked, so it was kind of tough. And just to see him on set and like see how he works, man. He works like, you see, I've been in so many different sets, man. The way he works is like just vicious, like down, like just everything's just up like A1. Like the way he, even down to the way he feeds you. You got a 5-star meal and whatnot, like ready during the intermission of the shoot. Like I'm like, dog, he's just different level.
What video was that?
It was Restroom Occupied. It was with him and
that's Gunna. Is that Gunna? That's not Gunna.
No, it's him and Yellow Beezy.
Yellow Beezy, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Holding bottles and
it goes crazy.
But yeah, I met a lot of dope people at that shoot, so it was cool.
What other artists would you want to work with, music wise?
Artists out, I feel like I can go crazy with like Big Sean or
Easy. Cause I hear you and Tyga making a
cause I make party like shit that you make rock to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hear you and Tyga.
I would love to do a song with Tyga for sure. I mean, he's jiggy as hell, and I just feel like I make fun shit that people want to dance to.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like,
and he does the same thing. Like Tyga can go to sleep for like 2 years, come back with some fun shit that everybody's just gonna remember the next couple years. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I would go on a tour with Tyga. It don't matter. Like, he's getting it lit.
Facts.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Have you been on any tours yet?
Nah, so I was working on doing a tour possibly for Lil Skies because I opened up for him like 3 times or whatever, and I was talking to some people trying to like get tied into there. But I was in school, so at the time like I was trying to figure this out. I was like him and Lil Pump on a tour or whatever.
How long ago was that?
This was maybe like 3 years ago.
Something
like that when him and Pump was on it. Then like next couple years he was like on tour like Wiz and all that stuff or whatever. So that was up in the air because I'm really close with his DJ. I've like performed with his DJ a bunch of times or whatever.
Okay.
And with Young Swag over in Pittsburgh, PA. Young Swag, he's also a dope dancer. He has like 2.5 million followers.
He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. He's tough. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind, bro. I'm just trying to go on a tour and get it lit. I was about to do my first Miami festival. Then Corona happened, and then we had more shows lined up because my song West Side was going viral on TikTok, and then.
You have TikTok? Do you have TikTok?
TikTok?
Okay.
Yep.
Is your TikTok booming or?
I mean, I need to post more. I got like 60,000 someone there, whatever. But my thing is, I know this is my problem right now. So I'm not even gonna cap. I would have 1 million something followers right now if I got tagged in my post. So the many times that I've been on SportsCenter, World Star, Shade Room,
y'all gotta start
I've been
tagging, man. It's not fair to the people. You gotta start tagging, man.
All right. So no shade against my football team or whatever that I was performing for, but they were at 20-something thousand followers when I started performing for them, right?
Yeah.
They are now at like 80,000 followers. Now, peep this. You would follow Juju Smith-Schuster or whatever, I think I say pronounce the last name.
Yeah.
You would follow Juju more than you would follow the Steelers because you rock with Juju, right? People are following this crowd. They're following the football team or whatever, and they don't know it's me. And I'm getting I got posted on SportsCenter last week, no tag again. I'm like, bro, tag me. They post me like 10 times a year. I'm like, why do I never get tagged in my own post? So that's my thing right now. I'm like, bro, I know how to put up numbers on my own YouTube. I know how to put up numbers everywhere. I'm just not getting tagged in my stuff, so it's not going crazy.
So that's an issue. How do you overcome that? Like, do
it's
you
not
reach
even
out
an
to
issue,
them?
bro. It's just like knowing, like
but you should get tagged for your work. So
So I email a lot of people all the time, and then sometimes people will find me through the comments or whatever, and they go crazy too. They'll be like, "Yo, tag him, you be yada yada," and they be going hard or whatever, saying like tag me. But then like, I don't know, niggas be hating. So it's just like over time, sometimes or whatever, they don't tag, sometimes they do, and it shows. But
so how do your parents feel about you dancing and making music and stuff?
It was hard for them at first because I had to quit like the ESPN and AT&T stuff or whatever to go into music or whatever. And honestly, like what parent really wants to hear their kid? Yeah, you gonna try to be a rapper, you trying to make music, yada yada. So for a while, it took them. Basically, I just had to show it to them because they didn't really see anything I was doing. Then when I came out to LA, I started doing a lot for myself and started being in more commercials and like TV shows and all that stuff or whatever. So when I came out there and kind of showed them, they kind of like got behind me and was like, okay, like I see he's really doing this. Now we're gonna push him forward. Yada, yada. So they don't even ask me questions because now I kind of just been doing my own thing.
Right.
Like I'm gonna do this. I'm big on that. I'm like, bro, if your heart's not in it, then why are you doing it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna listen to what everybody else is saying if I'm not feeling it. Because I could work this certain job and I'm gonna wake up and hate my life. And by the age of like 45, now I'm like, damn, I did what everybody else wanted me to do. You know what I mean? I'd rather have $0 and be fully happy in here.
No, 100%.
Than $1 million and just be blown as hell every day.
So where are your parents staying at now? They're
in Virginia.
Still in Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay, do you visit them a lot or?
Oh, yeah, pretty often.
How far is that from Virginia Beach?
3 hours.
3 hours? Okay, I got family down in Virginia Beach.
How was that like? No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying.
Yeah. Now, I was gonna ask, how's that like going back home now? Do you like when you do go back?
Nah, it's dope. I mean, like,
you got friends and shit out there still?
Yeah, I got a lot of friends.
They see popping and like,
they see the
they see the shit going crazy.
Nigga, you changed.
Yeah, they see a lot of stuff going on or whatever, and they're like, yo, this is lit. But it's like, I have a tight-knit group back in Virginia or whatever, so it's chill.
So it's all love when you go back. It's all love, for sure.
All love.
So how long have you been in LA for?
2 years.
2 years?
What's the difference?
Between here and LA? Bro, in Virginia, you could stand out. All right, so peep this. In Virginia, we got, Missy Elliott, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, you got Timbaland, like all these guys or whatever who's like from that area. So it's like you can stand out crazy.
That's dope that you look at it at that aspect because some people like, oh, it sucks. I don't want to, but that's dope that you view it like that. Like, hey, bro, I stand out. Like,
yes, you can stand out there and they show so much love. Like it's crazy. They show a lot of love or whatever. So it's like being built there, honestly. Even the East Coast mentality, like they're trained on the East Coast to just be like a dog. No shade to nobody out in LA who's born here, but it's like we have a lot that's like already here for us in LA. You know what I mean? So it's just connecting, yada yada. Over there, you got no choice to be a dog. So when you raised us like a dog and you come here, you get in this environment, people gravitate to you and they're like, damn, like this boy just got a different type of energy.
Different
like,
type, you
speaking fast.
So that shit damn near paved the road to your success today,
really
like being from there.
Hard work. It's just hard work. Cause it's like, I've seen people here, there's a lot of artists, no shade to them. And I love like networking and all that stuff. But I know a lot of artists that literally came up off of just one picture post with a famous person.
Right.
And they got thousands and millions of followers just off of being around or being in a post. And I'm like, there's people who really work their ass off crazy, come here, and then you can see it. Do you respect it or whatever? It's a whole different respect level when you just come in from like nothing and really
grinding for that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. That shit is crazy. Do you ever think of any other state you want to live in besides LA?
Right now, no.
Would you ever want, like,
right now, no. End of story.
You ever like, you know what I'm saying? Do you ever think of like, oh, maybe when you get older, you want to like live out the country, maybe, or like, you know, LA don't. See, with me, like LA kind of it gets to a point where it gets old to me. You know what I mean? I like to move around a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of like Malibu area. Like, yeah, I like the whole chill. I went to like Jamie Foxx's house before, bro, and like being out there and it's so peaceful and quiet. And I was just like, oh, this is nice. When I make it and I'm chilling and I have my family and kids, I would love to be in Malibu.
Yeah, Malibu is definitely.
Because LA, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of girls, a lot of shorties, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in the mix. I'm trying to be out there.
I feel it.
That way.
You got your passport yet?
Nah.
Man, you gotta go get that. Yeah, so you get out this motherfucking country soon. I might go to shit soon.
Yeah, you ain't coming back.
Bro, we got, shit you know, we have people doing the challenges and dance challenges over in Serbia, Alaska, where else? Cuba. So I'm like, I got places over there. I'm trying to go see.
You gotta get that passport. You might be able to set something up over there.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So definitely got some stuff.
Do you play like any instruments or anything?
Nah, I'm not even gonna claim it. I could play like 1 or 2 songs on the piano, but that's nothing like.
I mean, hey, that's
play piano.
I guess, yeah. I can play the same.
Shit, the mic damn near should be an instrument. Hey, I play the mic. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts, for sure. Okay, so here's my thing on it. People may think I'm sound crazy, but we live in an era right now where a lot of these girls, right, and I feel like this is gonna have a huge influence. A lot of these girls are influenced by Kylie Jenner, Kendall, Kim, yada yada. They are all in love with black males. Which has inspired so many younger white people, right? Yeah. To go, which means we're like mingling with black and white, all different types of races or whatever. So as this is going on right now, and all of these people, they're gonna be popping out kids. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking as this is going on for the next like some 100-something years or whatever, because people are gonna be popping out these kids, over time we will slowly fade away from racism. It might be another 200-300 years from now. But I think over time, as we get more mixed kids, and then people are learning more about their history, yada yada. Yeah, you know what I mean. I feel like over time,
people look up to them. They're some of the most influential women in the world.
Every girl, if you hear it right now, and a lot of people get shade for it too, but every girl is like, the white girl wants the black boyfriend, or you know what I mean. Like every girl's going for that athlete, going for that.
That's crazy saying, because I damn near could say, hey, you know, Oprah Winfrey. They say no, you know, Kylie Jenner, yeah.
Yeah, bro. You know Kylie and Travis, and then Kim and Kanye. All those are prominent girls. Right. 180 million. They're averaging like 7 million likes per. Those are
right. People definitely know them for
over time. In our generation right now, over time, they're going to be making a lot of mixed babies.
Right. Well, Young Blue say it gets better over time. So we're going to see 200 years.
So I honestly think in the next like 100-something years, we're still going to deal with a lot of racism. But I think like I want to say in like next 200, 300 some years, it's going to slowly start to fade out because people are going to learn more about the history and there's going to be a lot of mixed races going on.
And all the races that damn near be gone. They'd be fucking... That shit was just around the corner. That was just around the corner. So we still got people that's still raising their kids up to know that. So once that bullshit dies off, like you said, you feel...
Right. There's people now raising like 4-year-olds to like not do that type of stuff or whatever in school. You know what I mean? And that's that age. So when they coming up now, they doing that same thing with their kids. They're going to be doing the same thing. Still going to be people here and there, obviously. But yeah.
No, I agree with you.
That's how I just think. I'm like, bro, we live in a generation now where it's just like they're so influenced by that. You said you don't think it's ever going to change?
I don't think there's too much hate.
I think it's levels to the shit. So it is a lot of hate, but I think it's levels to the shit. I think at a certain point in time, the level will decrease. It'll be there, like you said, but it won't be.
Some people just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And
they
just
do, but you got to also remember too, like how many people, you got to remember how many people were going crazy marching for Black people over this past period of time.
But at the same time, and I never, that was history. How do you feel about the NCAA? And like I said, you were in college. How do you feel about the NCAA not paying athletes?
Oh man, this is working as like a reporter and whatnot in college is always a question we always ask ourselves and always ask the players.
Like you gotta understand these kids are.
I don't know, because it's like, I don't know. For me, I think it's a reward when you get to that next level. It's like, okay, you've really worked your behind off, whatever, and they're putting in the hours. Like you got to remember, they getting free school, free meals, and all of that good stuff. Or whatever.
Is a $1 billion corporation.
Yeah, but I'm like, they're working. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of these kids in the world can't even go to school because they can't afford it.
But they do have the choice not to go to college and go overseas and make money instantly.
They could do that too.
It's like go to school. The one thing I will say about school, yes, it's good. If you have a scholarship, go knock it out. But you get one opportunity to chase your dream, and you could literally go to school, but you got to remember that will always be there. So you could literally go pursue your profession. Like there's a lot of people that are professional and they were the number one player in the country. And because they went to school, they went to a school where everyone was the number one player in the country and they don't go to the league. Where they could have went to overseas, made some shitload of money from the rankings from high school, and then, potentially went to the NBA. So it's like...
Because that shit's a job at the end of the day. They can't have it working 9 to 5 while they're going to school and playing sports.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a job.
And like I say, like just imagine a kid that goes there and he gets hurt.
Right. I don't know. I ain't in them shoes, so I ain't got to make them decisions.
But I'm just saying, like...
You're just considering that you were in that, like, that field of work, at some point.
I see. I mean, I see how hard they work, so it's like...
And it sucks, like, for in high school, you can't take money because you won't qualify for the NCAA.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say that, you got a parent, your mom and dad struggling, and you can barely eat food. You mean I can't take in money?
But we also don't see this
or endorsements right now, you know what I mean?
We also don't see it too though, but a lot of, I'm not going to try to knock every school, but a lot of these kids are still getting paid.
Oh yeah, no, big facts.
Yes. I have
Big Simmons made a whole documentary about it.
What, bro? I have seen teams. I have friends who actually played on teams getting bread from coaches.
Oh no, let's not bring their names.
I don't bring no names on teams, but I have seen people getting bread and spending it in clubs, shoes, everything that they get from different coaches at different programs. I'm like, bro, what? And on top of that, trying to get paid, I was like, bro, y'all already getting some insane lifestyle, bro. You ain't got to even pay for no books. Some people don't even, bro, there's been times where I was in class and I would go to a whole semester without paying for the book just because I didn't want to pay for the book. You know what I mean? You get them just for free. Yeah. So it's like,
that's crazy.
So, you know what I mean? You ain't got to work the jobs like the rest of the kids at the school. We got to go to work for 4-some hours, getting paid $7-something in the East Coast minimum wage, you know what I mean? So your work is basically getting you all that free stuff.
Right.
And you're getting the exposure. You're going up in followers, you're going up in clout, all that good stuff. So that's what but I do understand both sides of the spectrum because they work their behinds off, so I also see why they should get paid at the same time. But it's
a job. Being an athlete is a job. Going to college. Because you're not just going to school, you're like, you're mentally and physically hurting yourself because what you're putting your body through.
Yes.
And like, you know, who knows if you got something going on back home or whatever the case may be. On top of to be focused in college is not easy if you're not focused.
And you're up at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
All that good stuff.
Athletes
coming home at like 8.
That's a job.
It is a job.
So like back to you said you do the clothing and shit, right?
Right.
So like what inspires your drip, your style for the clothing?
In college, when I did the whole Finesse King thing or whatever, I would make my own t-shirts and just be like Finesse King, boom, I have my name on the back and like a number or whatever. I was rocking this stuff on my own. And then I was posting it and people were like, yo, I want this shirt, I want that. So I was like, all right, let's see if I could I'll have my boy like print some shirts or whatever and I try to sell them. And then instantly, because my Twitter was popping, I had 130,000 on Twitter and then it got deleted off of copyright for dance videos. Annoying. I don't know how I'm supposed to showcase my videos and I get copyright on everything. So I deleted, but I had stuff going crazy on Twitter at the time or whatever. And I put some shirts out and then like had some hoodies and stuff. And we sold out in every single state. We showed like apparel in every single state in the United States and I sold overseas to like the military troops in Ethiopia and stuff, just having a Finesse King and had them like in their uniforms with Finesse King under it or whatever. And then it just like went from there. But the hard thing about it is I was a college student and I was blowing it too. Like I was getting the money, I was buying like chains, clothes. Yeah, I was buying dumb stuff, bro. I was like a sophomore just doing this or whatever.
Right. Quick, you were young.
Now we turned it more into a business or whatever to where now we just started saving more money behind it and trying to just inspire people through like the brand or whatever rather than it becoming more just like about me being a Finesse King and stuff.
Right. To learn more about the brand and what it stands for.
So majority of your fan base, where do you think it come from? Is it like, you know, just friends from back home? You know, nowadays it might be the ladies. What do you think most of your fan base comes from?
My statistics says it's like 60-some% women and like 40% like males. I think a lot of the dance videos, a lot of the guys like rock with heavy, and then like music, a lot of the girls rock with heavy right now. So, and I mean, the TikTok challenges has been a lot of girls too. So that's where I think most of my crowd was coming from. And then they like the clothing too. So we've been coming out with some gym apparel. So a lot of girls who work out and do fitness stuff. I'm friends with a lot of OnlyFans girls as well. They've been helping out with the like the t-shirts and the hoodies and stuff that we've been like bringing out. We're about to do leggings, all that good stuff. It's cool to have like the internet on your side because like people
internet runs the world.
Yeah, bro. People see it. You can be talking and networking to people from everywhere and they be sharing and showing stuff. Like
so
my
go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead.
The TikTok challenge we was doing, like I had twins in like the Philippines and a bunch of places like doing the dances and whatnot and like repping like the words and everything or whatever. And it was just cool to see that like the internet allows things like that to happen.
Right.
It was fun. I still talk to them too.
That's
bro,
dope.
I've downloaded Google Translate to talk to certain people. I swear, Google Translate,
hilarious.
Boom, and then
Google
like
is everything, bro.
Yo, and I be DMing Google Translate the whole time.
Do you think it's harder to making the music now,
No.
or do you think it's harder back in the day?
I think it's harder back in the day.
Because back in the day, you could walk up to a DJ and if you tight, here, play that.
Yeah, but if you made it back in the day, you made it.
You made it.
Now you be making it in there.
It's a lot of
fall out tomorrow. I'm like, damn.
The thing is, it's a lot of comp, but I don't think it's as hard because like everybody, you can really go crazy in your lane.
Fact.
You can really go crazy. It's like anybody can blow up at any given day. That's the beautiful thing about the internet.
I guess the most, I
agree with you.
The biggest thing is just staying consistent. A lot of motherfuckers
staying
ain't consistent.
Staying
they
in
get
your
that
lane.
little they reach the peak and then they think, oh, I'm
Oh
here.
yeah, no, you gotta keep going.
So let me ask you this. You wake up tomorrow, right? And the fucking internet is down. No Instagram, no Snap. What the fuck do you do?
Bro, my energy is still through the roof. And I built a connection with so many people. I can travel across the United States and drive and not have to pay for a single hotel or dinners or anything like that. Just from building connects. And I did that twice, whatever. Me and my boy drove across, boom. Like, even down to the clubs. Like, I'm in the clubs right now out here in Poppy and yada yada, and I'm getting $50,000 worth of bottles for free.
No that's my club. Shout out to Poppy's,
you
man.
You can come to the club, we're getting bottles $50,000 for free.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Bro,
I'm ready, baby.
And I'm not even from
But no, your network is your net worth.
Literally. So I'm like, I can still perform in shows and stuff and do a lot of things strictly off of just knowing the right people. Because I like to build relationships and build like things behind rather than just social media. Because my Twitter deleted at the same time, but I didn't even have Instagram. Yeah. Like, I was like, oh, shit.
So in other words, you can say you lit in real life.
Yeah, I'm lit in real life, bro. People actually rock with me. Like, I can, you know what I mean? So it's like, no cocky shit, but it's like, I actually build a relationship with the guys, the girls. You gotta talk your shit for sure. You gotta let them know what's up. You gotta talk your shit. Build a relationship with the guys and the girls to where it's like, I can do things like that, and by the grace of God, I can still, like, now, I have a friend who's getting me these crazy discounts on hotels where, like, I can take a hotel from $1,000 to, like, $100 a night.
Damn.
Lit hotels too, just from knowing the right person and like engaging in a friendship with them.
Yeah, I need a friend like that.
Bro, life is all about who you know.
Are you religious?
Yeah, super. You know, faith. I got a lot of religious ties.
Okay. Do you have a certain religion or?
Christian.
Okay. So what do you? And now we started asking this today. What do you think happens when it's all said and done?
Me personally, I feel like we go into heaven. You got the afterlife after, and your eternity is like with God afterwards. So.
What's in the afterlife though? I'm curious. I want to know what's
up there. I feel like I'm partying with Jesus and I'm talking about everything I did down here. I didn't mean to do, I'm sorry, but now I'm here, we litty. You know what I mean? So that's the afterlife. I look like right now, bro, I have so much freedom in my heart, bro, because it's like I feel like I'm not even living for right now. I'm living for everything I'm doing is for the afterlife. So it's like the stresses, everything that's going on. I'll be like trying to think of like this. I heard Drake say it in an interview, but like the 72-hour rule where it's like things may seem bad right now or something may be going on, but the next like something 3 days it's going to be, you know,
give it time, especially before you react to it.
Yeah.
So right now I just walk by faith, not by sight. You know what I mean? Like every time I get into some BS in life, I realize like it's only temporary and like God has a promise for me at the end of the day. Let's keep moving forward. Let's build from this.
Well, I mean, with that mindset, you can definitely stay. You're gonna stay motivated, inspired.
Bro, your freedom that you feel in your heart is very, very different when you start living your day-to-day life like that. To where you're just like, you know what? It really don't matter, you know, because I have more for me at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's true or not, but I seen a picture of their mouth like leaning like that, bro. And since that day, I'm like, no, I'm not taking that vaccine.
So we can. So let me. So I guess the world goes by pictures. That's what we got. That's what I'm
gonna have to see or hear about 100-something million thousand people getting these vaccines and everybody straight. I bet I get the vaccine. Cool. But as of right now, we are just testing out and sticking people. The first 100 people, nah. I'm cooling right now. I'm with the mask and all that good stuff and trying to do the
shit. I was talking like Mike Tyson. Shout out Mike Tyson, but
yeah,
shit crazy.
What? Man, I would be the first. Let's see, article. First black guy has what's that called? Something disease with the drink from the vaccine. I'm not trying to be a statistic. No.
Nah, yeah, I feel it though. It's kind of spooky because America had a long history doing some fugazi shit with crazy shit, experimenting on motherfuckers.
Nah,
and now they 2028 they just experiment with you on live TV and say it was his fault that shit happened. Now they don't.
And the funny thing is, it's like nowadays you could go out to a restaurant and you cough and everyone just stops and they're like,
oh no, for sure.
But the funny thing is, before COVID, we were humans. We coughed. Like, you know what I mean? You could be, you know what I mean? And they keep it going.
Yeah, now
but now there's COVID. It's like you gotta hold it.
You got the vid. You got the vid.
Sneezing,
hey, you good, bro? You want to get some space?
Down to the sneezing. It's like you trying to hold it in the whole time you're in a grocery store. It's like, fuck. But now you can't even lean. If you here, you just got whole time. If I want to eat my snacks on the plane, I gotta do it real quick. Take the mask off, put it back on.
Now, what do you think? Now, what do you see yourself in 5 years? Like,
bro, I see myself touring and doing shows. No cap. Like lighting the stage on fire.
How old would you be in 5 years?
How old would I be? 28.
28. Okay, you see me young.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah, chilling like a motherfucker.
Chilling.
The thing is, look, and this is coming from an older person. One thing I will say for the younger generation, instead of the term chilling, don't chill, because one thing I if I could go back and I could regret, when I played basketball, right? I used to always tell myself as a freshman, you know what? He's a senior. He's better than me because he's older than me. or he accomplished more because, I got time. It's okay. No, don't. Every day's not promised. So if you actually treat it as if, you're a freshman, but treat it as if you're a senior, by the time you become a senior, you'll be shitting on everyone.
Right, not for sure.
Everyone.
Bro, I don't, I be in my room thinking about what's next already. Every day I get fired up. Like, when I'm just laying, I'm like, damn, bro, like, I can't be stagnant. Like, I hate just not, doing stuff or trying to be creative and whatnot. So
it's trying to be great.
Bro, just naturally, me as a person, it ain't no way. I think I'm going to still be dancing by the age of 70 years old. It becomes a part of life.
It becomes a part of life.
Exactly. And it's going to become who you are. You're going to be hitting and popping in the wheelchair.
Some people work so hard, if you take that working away from them, they'll actually die. They'll die.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, my dad, he works his ass off, and they're like, yo, if he stops working, he'll actually get sick. He's so used to waking up and working. I got to do this and I got to do that for all of us. You know what I mean? If you actually take that away and give him retirement, what do I do? I just sit here and be depressed? We look forward to waking up and trying to accomplish, what we can accomplish.
Right. That's why it goes back to saying, I was like, follow your heart, bro. Because if you listen to what everybody else is saying too, like, bro, you working this job or doing this and that, and they want you, that's the thing that sucks about, I feel like, the older generation is that, like, they've been so hooked on the whole, you got to go to school, boom, and then go to the next thing. You know what I mean? And I think I love about LA is a lot of these kids are kind of just doing what they want to do. And they're proving to the world that, at the age of 17, 16, 15,
it's doable.
You can be doing anything.
And I don't think the world likes it. I don't think the world likes it because it's bringing people out of, being actual employees and it's making them employers now. It's not the same thing anymore. We're happy about it, but the world is pissed off about it because they want to keep us in line. I feel like
right.
And now everybody's breaking that barrier.
I went to the East Coast, bro, and I was telling people about TikTok, right? And here, you could say I do TikTok, and you could really be lit.
Have a whole conversation.
You have a check in, have a whole conversation. Be doing
this. You say that back home, I'm like, oh, okay.
What you do on the East Coast? People are like TikTok. What you do?
Look at you goofy. Look at you
goofy.
They look at you goofy. They don't understand.
Don't walk away until the next.
Because they're so normalized to working and just doing normal shit.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? So when you're doing shit outside the box,
and like I say, you have to feel uncomfortable if you're trying new stuff. Like I'm saying, we are in a generation where we have social media that the older generation didn't have. You know what I mean? Yeah. So with social media, college is on Google.
It is.
Facts.
You could pay and put yourself in debt. And I'm not saying don't go to college, people, but I'm saying you could pay and put yourself in debt, or you could just stop being lazy and
be self-taught
and teach yourself.
Because I learned a thing called YouTube University.
I couldn't build a fucking desk. You know what I do? I go on YouTube and I look up a tutorial and I find a way to build
free.
For free.
YouTube, go get your degree from YouTube University. For
even down to
anything you want. You can learn how to. You can blow up some shit on YouTube. You could learn how to cook on YouTube. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You learn how to fly a plane on YouTube.
Literally. Yeah, no. So I just think LA is the West Coast is more accepting to opportunities and dreams than the East Coast. A lot of people is very business oriented or whatever. But I think it's a beautiful thing over here to see, just living on both East and West Coast or whatever, just to see how the lifestyles kind of are different. Yeah, it's an incredible thing to see.
So you don't plan on moving out of LA anytime soon?
No, I'm cool. No, I have the networks are here. I can walk outside and just do what I want to do. I have everybody in the mix. You know what I mean? So it's don't get me wrong, the East Coast is cool too. I would love to perform over there though. I'm trying to tell you, the shows and everything on the East Coast, vicious, because they got that energy. Here is lit too, don't get me wrong. But I would like to be here to network, yada yada, and vibe, and then really go crazy on the East Coast. But we can be everywhere with it. It really don't matter. So I'm a person who had to overcome so many different things, and it may have seemed like my life was going super great on the outside because I was going viral and stuff like that, but I was still going to do things by myself. Basically never give up, because in a time frame that I wanted to give up in, I also got verified, and I had a lot of videos going super, super viral, and I really dig deep. So keep digging deep. Always believe in yourself. Don't listen to what nobody else tells you. You can do whatever you put your mind to. No cliche shit, but it actually works. Finesse King Way, AJ Small.
This is the motherfucking... Wait, one more second. We got to get a dance. This motherfucker can dance. Whoa. This nigga could, you know what I'm saying? Do all the moonwalk and all that shit. How you do that? That was kind of nice.
Oh, I caught it. Hey.
Yo, chill. I think my girl somewhere. Y'all trying to take the ladies and whatnot.
Hey, hit that shit.
I gotta take the... Hey.
Shit.
Hey. We go crazy like...
Hey. Whoa.
Backup group.
We lit it.
Junne, motherfucking Junne, the best podcast. Gang. Wake your game up. It's your boy Junne. You are now listening to Junne with Junne, the best fucking podcast in the universe. Alright, that's a wrap.